Hi, good evening. Showtime for us to go live for a 5,000 word bank challenge. Are you there with me? Yes. It's a wonderful journey. Today is my episode 84, and we are on the idioms spree. So, and the objective is to hone up our English language proficiency and get more ready for any international exam that you have planned to take in your near future. Moreover, it's such a revisit for me. It's a pleasure journey. So, hi, I'm Vinita, a career coach consultant on the mission to help you all guys who want to work, study, or migrate abroad. For this, you need English proficiency, and for proficiency, you've got to clear some exams as gateways, and those are IELTS, those are TOEFL, could be Pearson, Duolingo, even SAT, or even GMAT, or whatever. So even at your national level, you got to clear some exams, and English is a part of it. You cannot deny English is a global language. And not just that, when you know more languages, particularly if they are in demand languages, your confidence level soars high. You become more interactive. And yes, you become more interactive. You become more interesting. And yes, you start enjoying company, being in the company more. So here I am on my drive, on the mission to help you learn. You know, when you do it drop by drop, day by day, few words at a time, you don't even realize. Make it a game, and there you will not realize unmindfully where you are heading, where you are going, and how you are improving. Believe me, it will be worth the effort with no effort. So just try it. Just be there with your notebook and the pen. Make sure you revise them. No matter how many words you hear, no matter what words you learn, but till you use them, applicate them, implement them, execute them, put them into practice in your daily conversation, daily writings, your report writing, your feedback, your letter writing, your message writing, your text writing. Unless you do it, you will not mindfully learn them. Because when you're on the mission to learn vocabulary, you have to become friends with the new words, not just mere acquaintances, hello, hi, and bye. No. That will not work. You have to develop friendship with the words, with new words. Be with them, engage with them, sit with them, talk to them, play with them. Yes. And when they become your friends, they become part of your vocabulary. And then that is the time you can use them with effect in your formal essay writing. Unless you're very sure, don't try. Don't resort to malapropism. Okay, let not your examiners have a laughter or a wonderful laugh. I've had those occasions in the past when you're trying to use it, but it's totally अर्थ का अनर्थ हो जाएगा. Don't do that. So don't make it an unearth. Okay, so here we are. I have brought 6 more idioms to you, and this time the theme is seasons and the nature. So, without much ado, I go straight into my words. Here they are. Okay, so episode 84. Here I am, and yes, I think I should share my screen with you. Then I must make the font go a little bigger, otherwise, you will not follow it. Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Yeah, that should be enough for you guys. So here I share my screen with you. Yeah, here you go. Share screen. Here we go. Okay, so you can see the idiom. So what are idioms? Basically, idioms are phrases or they are expressions. They are phrases or expressions, meaning their meanings are beyond the literal interpretation of the individual words. They often add color, emphasis, or richness to your language, making communication more vibrant and expressive. You can use these idioms for writing or speech by conveying complex ideas or emotions in a very concise and evocative manner, because each idiom stands for some standard meaning. As you hear them, you'll know. So you are conveying that big thing just by a few words. And if a person is familiar with idioms, you hit the nail on the head. The person will understand, interpret what you are saying. So when you incorporate them, you can really connect effectively. I don't know, I have used it in the past, Hindi and as well as English idioms, and it makes your language such fun. Moreover, let them grow on you naturally. You don't have to be very artificial about them, and for that you have to engage with them very often on your day-to-day basis. Okay, so here we are, and the idioms today is I begin, because my idioms, I'll make properly, yeah, on my screen. Okay, I hope you can see them all. Yes. So I begin with the quote of William Wordsworth: "Come forth into the light of things, let nature be your teacher." So we'll make nature our teacher, and the idioms today are related to nature. Weather the storm, to endure a very difficult situation or overcome a challenge. So you weather the storm. So if you don't use this idiom, how will you use it in synonyms? Brave, withstand, survive. So now they seem so mild compared to the idiom to weather the storm. So you really, it brings a visual to your mind. You are able to weather the storm. So naturally, there is more of steadfastness in you. So use that instead of the simple lame English word brave or withstand or survive. And how will you use it? You will say, despite facing obstacles, Sarah managed to weather the storm and succeed in her business. Okay, despite facing many obstacles, I recommend you to join my daily Facebook Live. Weather the storm and join my Facebook Live daily. You know not what result will come to you. Next one, under the weather. Okay, so when you don't feel well, when you're not, you're in poor health. So what do you say? I'm under the weather. So don't say I'm unwell. Don't say I'm sick, which is more often than not used by people. You are indisposed, which you may not use. So most common would be sick and unwell. Gone are the days. Say indisposed, or you say you feel under the weather. So how will you write this in your application when you write to your boss or your institute or your school? I won't be able to come to work today because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Okay, so it's a little different. Another one, in the spring of life. So what is the meaning of spring of life? In the prime or youth or early stage of development for the young people there out there trying to carve out a career for themselves, who are trying to get admission into some good college, who are trying, aspiring to move some another country and see the world beyond, travel and work and earn. Yes, you are in the spring of life. So what would be the English? They would be youthful stage, early life, as a young artist in the spring of life. She was full of creativity and passion. So, as a young artist in the creativity and passion. Next, a snowball's chance in hell. A snowball's chance in hell. Okay, I'll make it bigger. You won't be able to read it, so I'll just make it go bigger. Here you go. Yeah. Yeah. So it means no possibility of success and very unlikely to happen. So a snowball chance in hell, slim chance, remote possibility, no hope. So when you want to convey that, you say there's a snowball chance in hell. With his poor planning and lack of resources, he had a snowball's chance in hell of winning the competition. Get it? I'll repeat it. With his poor planning and lack of resources, he had a snowball's chance in hell of winning the competition. Very unlikely. And when you win in such a thing, when you brave such a storm, when there is no likelihood of becoming a victor, well, that's the part of life. Okay, best part of life. Now sow the seeds. Now this is a very common one, you must have heard it, and it is so obvious. Sow the seeds to start something that will develop or grow in the future. You have to sow the seeds now of your skill acquisition, of your mental clarity regarding your career, regarding your choice of college, regarding your future plans. You need to sow the seeds now. If you plant the seeds 5 years hence, it will be too late. That will be the time for you to reap the harvest. Today is the time to sow the seeds. So get ready. And all those who are not in the prime of their youth or in the spring of their life, fine. Even in the autumn of life, we can sow the seeds. Don't worry. The time is always right for sowing the seeds. At any place, any stage, any platform, language learning can be fun. Believe me. And it does a lot of wonders to your brain and the development. So by organizing, I'll give you the example. You plant the seeds, you initiate, you begin, is sow the seeds. By organizing the charity event, she hoped to sow the seeds of kindness and compassion in her community. Okay. Now, what does the idiom whether the day, enduring a difficult situation, avoiding challenges, hiding from bad weather? You have to guess it. Okay. Next. Next is which idiom means pursuing unrealistic dreams? I did this earlier. That is, in the spring of life, weather the storm, chase rainbows, sow the seeds. This was yesterday's idiom. Fine. And now I bring a narrative winding up all these together. So pay attention to me. Okay. I'll make this bolder, bigger. You can just hear me. I'll stop sharing. You don't need the screen now. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to talk about this narrative here. Okay, now these idioms in one go. Here. Once upon a time, in a small village, there was a young boy named Jack, who was always dreaming big and chasing rainbows. Despite being told he had a snowball's chance in hell of becoming a skilled woodworker, Jack decided to weather the storm of criticism and learn the craft. In the spring of his life, he sowed the seeds of dedication, hard work, spending hours in the workshop, honing the skills. As Jack grew older, many in the village still doubted his ability, thinking he was just under the weather and not destined for greatness. However, Jack's persistence paid off as he eventually became one of the finest woodworkers in the land. His story taught everyone that sometimes all it takes is belief in oneself. You get it? Belief in oneself and the willingness to weather any to achieve dreams that may seem impossible. Do you get it? So you have to sow the seeds. You have to work hard. You have to brave the storms. You have to chase rainbows, whatever the world says. They may say it's a snowball's chance in hell. Let it go. You nip all these in the bud of your mind. Don't let them enter your mind. Don't let them enter your belief system. Decide, resolve, do it. Okay? So you can make your language proficient. You can become a master in any language, be it English. It's your resolution, your practice, your consistency, your regularity, your effort. Join me every day. You'll reach there. Bye for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same platform,